1959 was one of the first cities in the South to form a biracial committee. And from that committee emerged eventually the City of Tampa Office of Community Relations. Under Mayor Franco in the 1960s, that office began to really get involved in its mission, which was to promote good race relations in the City of Tampa. And that remained the mission of the Department of Community Affairs for many years under my good friend. You know, it's not often you get a chance to work every day with one of your best friends, but that is a relationship that I've had for many years with Mr. Bobby Bowden. When Mayor Freeman made history, as already been said today, in 1986, Mayor, when she became our very first female mayor in Tampa. The next year, there were some challenges in the area of race relations. Many of you may recall the activities that took place in the College Hill area in East Tampa. But out of that came some very positive things. We looked at, again, the activities that the Department of Community Affairs was involved in. And shortly after the College Hill incident, Bobby Bowden, who said that department, went to Mayor Freeman and said, Mayor, I think that we need to do something positive that will celebrate the achievements and the aspirations of African Americans. The mayor immediately agreed, and Bobby set out to form the Black History Committee. He tried to select employees from the various city departments to get some good representation across the board. He was able to do so, and they began having those programs. And I remember I was at the very first one in city council chambers. Eventually, the program outgrew city council chambers, and after a few years, Jeanette Martin became chair of the committee. And we all remember and appreciate all of the good work that Jeanette Martin did for many, many years. The colors are the Black Liberation colors. And so the black, the red, the green, and the gold represent the black people who came from Africa. The red represents the blood of those people. The gold represents the wealth of the land in Africa. And the green represents the grass, the trees, all of the good things that our God allows to grow in the world. The guiding principle of the committee from the very beginning, I guess it best be described in the words of the Afro-Cuban Timothy Callender. This scholar said, what we do for ourselves depends on what we know about ourselves and what we accept about ourselves. That has been the goal of the Black History Committee. Again, congratulations on 25 wonderful years, and we'll see you many, many more years down the road. Thank you, God bless.
Good morning. Truly God is great and greatly to be praised. Everyone has culture. It greets you when you and the sun wake up in the morning, and it rests with you when you get comfortable enough to fall asleep and say the day is over. For 25 years, the City of Tampa's Black History Committee has marked the passage of time, ideas, and social change through our Black History Committee, our culture. Most of the celebrations have revolved around specific themes like healthcare and our heritage. Brown versus the Board of Education 50 years later, or open arms connecting the family. Over the years, people have gathered in city council chambers and the convention center to learn about African American history. But even more important, they have taken away from these events a better understanding of who we are and as Tampanians and Americans. But the role of the committee has gone far beyond the walls of this convention History celebration. One of our most popular